Someone here has a message, an urgent message from their father. So this could be if you are estranged from your father, if you are zero contact, or this could be a father that has passed on. Only take it if it resonates. This is going to be very specific and you will know out of the gate if this is for you. Have you been feeling like you are getting angelic assistance, but it feels very personal? Like a guardian angel? Have you been feeling like you've been getting assistance with the money that is coming in, blessings, or you being able to deactivate towers all around? The answer is yes, you are getting assistance. If you felt like the late bloomer, the ugly duckling, and you are taking notice of your own glow up, if you've been doing a lot of reflecting on how much you've grown, if you're done sugarcoating situations, you know that there are a lot of people that are dangerously envious around you, this message is for you. Okay, you could resonate with light worker, earth angel, empath, chosen one, but your father is coming through because he is proud of the person that you've become. And you might not think that because of religious beliefs or because of how your guys' relationship was when they were around, but they are in fact very proud of you, especially if you have siblings. Okay, so let's say you are estranged or zero contact from a parent and you're like, they don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what they're up to, they don't know what I'm up to. They know what you're up to. They have an idea and they're very proud of you. Now, if this parent has passed on, they could have dealt with certain hardships. Maybe they lost a parent and then they weren't the same, or they went through a divorce and they weren't the same. I'm seeing they battled with the devil. You might feel guilty for relaxing in this new era of your life. Like you're not supposed to enjoy your life as much as you are. This is one of the top reasons people look at you like, what in the frick? They don't even think it's fair. You represent the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So people are very intrigued by what you have going on. They're always whispering, they're always talking. You are always the word on the street, whether you're around or not. Because people want to know, like, what? Why do they have what they have? People want what you have, but they don't want to go a day in your shoes. They don't want to walk a mile in your shoes. They don't want to go through the intense self-development. They don't want to do any of the work. They don't want to, they don't want to do any of the freaking work. They don't want to go through any of the trauma that you had to go through. You do not look like the things that you've been through. So if you are new here, I'm your bestie on the internet. Duh, I'm your favorite YouTuber. I am your spiritual cheerleader. I'm your cosmic advisor. I am your chicken noodle soup for the soul. If you were ever in a point in your life where you were like man-centered, centered around men, your life was centered around men. You know what I'm trying to say. If you ever felt like your life was centered around men or centered around women, you always put them first, you're not doing that anymore. This is another reason why people are really intrigued with you, or whoever is in love with you has unwavering loyalty to you and they will like worship the ground that you walk on, because it's not like you're playing a game, but you have learned how to love yourself first. You have learned how to selfishly put yourself first. And maybe at first you didn't even realize that you were doing this, but now you do. You're like, oh, this is why this person's head over heels. This is why this person's crazy about me. This is why everyone's like got an issue with me. It's because you put you in front of everything else. That is not easy to do. And a lot of people do not do that because of certain obligations or family, or I don't know how you worked through this. I feel like it was not easy. It was a lot of trauma. You put your ambition on the back burner for certain relationships, and you will never do that again. Your father is so proud of you. This is a father that's passed on, this part that I'm channeling. There is a father that passed on that is watching over you and is like, wow, just in awe of you. It's giving me the chills. in awe of how you've turned your life around. Proud that like you're just, I don't know how to explain this, that you're just like kicking life's ass. And how, like, just so proud of how far you've come. So you are the ultimate plot twist. You are here to now sit on your throne or reclaim your throne when many have tried to usurp you. Yes, they did. You are embodying the fountain of youth, and you are learning how to water what you want to work on, what you want to do. And you're out here deactivating towers like it's nothing. And I wrote LMFAO in my channel message. You are a mage. You are a sovereign. You are the magician. You are a seer. You are the giver of life. You are the wrecker of towers. That be you. You are about to enter this new era of succession that you have never seen before. And you could even have some things that you're really worried about, like, oh my gosh, there's all these things I got to get done. And I know that whatever guilt you were dealing with in regards to relaxing, you're going to be working through that. So your work ethic is freaking impeccable. And it's hard, how do I explain this? When you're relaxing, you're like, oh, I don't want to relax for too long. I don't want to rot on the bed or the couch for too long. It's like you feel bad about it. So you have been doing other things in your spare time. Like you've been trying to free up some time so you can do what you want to do. And the things that you're finding time to do is very constructive and therapeutic, but there are also some other things that you've had on the back burner for a couple of months that are now like rearing its ugly head, and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to take care of that. Your father is helping you with prayer, protection, and wants you to know that these things that you're worried about that are, you know, could be important if they're not taken care of, like maybe you're house hunting, maybe there's some debt that you're paying, whatever that is, you are getting angelic assistance with that. You have money coming in, money that you are not expecting, money that you're like, there's no way that like there's any more money that could come my way. Like I'm doing okay, or I'm stable, or I got the bills paid, but there's no way that there's like extra that's going to come in. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you've been seeing 1111, 111 everywhere, you have actual money that's coming in. It will be in the form of credit cards. It will be in the form of like a insurance check, something that is being refunded to you. It will come in the form of taxes. Like there is something coming in that where you expect to get nothing, or you're just minding your business, and it's coming in. It is already on the way. It's already being FedExed into your life. So I want you to affirm it below. Blessings on blessings on blessings are endlessly being FedExed into my life. Riddle me what? Riddle me what? Riddle me what? Okay? Blessings on blessings are relentlessly being FedExed into my life. They're already on the way. The blessings are already on the way. You are the wrecker of towers, and people just need to step aside. Another thing that like people don't understand about you, because I'm getting in the back of my mind that there's a lot of people talking about you. They wonder when you're going to have kids, when you're going to get married, when you're going to do all of these things, because they think that if they were you for even a day, they would be doing things completely different. They feel like you're not taking full advantage of your life. Like, oh my gosh, if I had that husband or that person for a wife, oh my gosh, if I had this much money, this is what I would do. And it's a lot of assumptions. People have no idea what is going on with you behind closed doors. Your father is very proud of you that you protect boundaries and your privacy, and that you're putting yourself first, because you will never, ever, ever, ever let a man or woman tell you what to do, tell you how to co-parent, tell you how to deal with your ex-baby daddy, whoever, ex-husband. You will never deal with another person telling you how to live your life, telling you where you got to be, how long you got to be there. You will never, ever again let controlling people into your life. So your father is proud that you've come to this spiritual training ground to fuck some shit up. I know you know what I'm talking about. Whatever you had certain issues with, relaxing, believing that things can come to you if you relax. Friendships, not being able to find people that are loyal. Relationships, feeling like, oh my gosh, everyone's a dud. They're just, it's not it. You putting yourself first is going to attract these things, but I also love that you're like, I'm not going to let anybody control me because I make enough to do whatever the frick I want to do. So tell me if I'm right. If you are dating somebody or you let them live with you or you're living with them and they're trying to tell you, oh, I need you to pay this, I need you to do that, I need you to do this, or we need to be 50-50, or I don't want you working, or blah, 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 like whatever they're trying to do to control the narrative. If you are making money, okay, because money is financial freedom. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you dice it. Where I live, that is financial freedom to get you up and out of the matrix. Those of you that are entrepreneurs, influencers, working for yourself, amen. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. But tell me, if you are the CEO of your life and of your business, are you going to let anyone tell you what to do? No. But if you had to rely on them, like you've had to in the past in relationships, you would have to listen to them because you're like, well, I'm not making the money. Well, I'm not working right now. Well, they don't want me working. Well, they're kind of isolating me. Well, I don't have any friends right now. I don't have any money coming in, so I kind of have to listen to them and spend accordingly or not spend at all or do what they say. Never again. Never again. Now, for those of you that have gone zero contact with certain family members or people that you grew up with, your father is very proud of you because he knows that that was not something easy for you to do. If you had anger, any type of like built up anger, felt like you needed anger management, or you were ever deep in addiction, or just having issues, these are things that you've gone through and worked through intensely. Your father also wants you to know that there are groups of people that you've dealt with, and I mean cliques. I mean, you be dealing with cliques on cliques on cliques. So again, only take what resonates, but your dad wants you to grab your popcorn, okay? There are people that have been trying to undermine you, scam, con, create issues, and you've clocked it. You've not only clocked it, you've prayed against it. Once you figured out like, okay, they're up to something and I don't like that. Or they're corrupt and I don't like that. And I'm going to make sure that I am protecting myself. Your father wants you to get out your popcorn because the show is about to start. Affirm it below. The show is about to start. These people were trying to create towers in your life. They were trying to steal what is yours. Okay, so for example, if you had a team, okay, let's say you play soccer and you have a soccer team, and then you have some other friends that don't normally play with you, they come and play with you, and they're not really there to play with you, they're there to steal your players. And you clock this. So then you pray against it, and then guess what? You're not really seeing them. You are clocking all the people that do not belong in this era, and they will be relocating themselves. Your father wants you to know hibernation is over. You don't need to sleep on yourself. You don't need to hide. This is going to be a season where you're enjoying your life. You are resuscitating your own life. It's time to shine. Also, those that were trying to investigate you, those that they're like really depressed or they have relationship issues and they're always projecting, they're just super toxic, insecure, always making bad choices. Your father is saying it's game over. There is a situation that is about to explode, and whatever they got going on, it's about to pop up in flames or pop off in flames. There could be police involved, divorce involved. people breaching or breaking contracts. What else? Things just, like, their life is just on fire. And that's not something that you want. Sorry, I didn't mean to be all loud near the mic, but there is a transformation taking place. And people will realize that they cannot come at you any old way. You will put out that fire real quick. They try to bring the smoke. Okay, you're ready with the fire extinguisher. So as the sovereignty of fire, you are ready for adventure. There are friends that you left in the past and you thought that they would always be in your life. You considered them family. You're like, that's my sister, that's my brother, I love them. And then you started changing and seeing that they were truly envious of the life that you were leading. So you left them behind. That was the right thing to do. Your father is saying that was the right thing to do. If you've been thinking about those friends lately, like, yeah, they really think that I'm just going to answer their calls or that I'm going to reply back to them. It's not going to happen. They think like they'll come back. And it's probably been years. Your father wants you to know that you're doing the right thing and you're about to get new friends. New friends, a new soul tribe, or a new chapter and a soul tribe. So as you're starting this new chapter, he wants to remind you that you are a daydreamer. He wants you to continue to bring your dreams to fruition, bring your dreams to life, that nothing is too big, nothing is too crazy, nothing is too creative. Like, he wants you to get paid for being yourself. That is your destiny, to get paid for being yourself. Your father's really happy when you are at peace or when you enjoy being in nature, when you enjoy like looking at birds, connecting with animals. Maybe you have felt really connected with animals lately. That's not for no reason. It doesn't matter if it's a grasshopper, a dog, a bird. You've been feeling really connected to animals this last week. I want to see what else I get for you guys. Yeah, whoever was trying to destroy you. Oh my gosh, you will never fall for that again. You will never fall for that again. I had some friends in the past that were like being super shady, but it took me a long time to see it. I had like one friend of 20 years, one friend of 15 years, and I didn't want to see it until I was further along in life. And then once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. When your friends cannot be there for important milestones, when they cannot celebrate you and you have always relentlessly celebrated them, walk away. Okay, walk away. When they're sneaky and they do things behind your back or they're constantly trying to one-up you, walk away. Okay, you don't need them around. But yeah, there's people that feel like it's incredibly unfair that you have the life that you have and you are smart for cutting off this relationship. So your father is happy that you are at peace, like being alone. Like, you would rather be alone than deal with fake people, deal with Decepticons, be in a fake relationship, and then just feel alone or unsupported. This is why you put yourself first. And so these old friends, they don't know this version of you. They're like, oh, they would always come running when I would call them. They would always, come to birthdays and Christmases and da-da-da-da. But you ain't nowhere to be found. And you're not coming around. And you're not picking up. And you're not reconciling. Your father wants you to know that they think you look like a supermodel. They think that you're too attractive. And they liked it when your life was falling apart. If you've already assessed this and you know what it is, you are spot on. Okay? So they're trying to figure out what you're up to. And God is preparing you for another glow up where you have money coming in. You are going to be feeling more youthful. You are bouncing back. You did not think, after all that you went through in the last 1 to 5 years, I'm hearing, you did not think with all that you went through that you were going to be able to manage through this year, that it was going to be a challenge. You were ready to give up. You were just ready to stop. Like, I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what to do anymore. Whatever was really bothering you and it felt like a dark cloud over your head, no matter how much you tried to ignore it, you finally started doing some research or being more receptive to information, and now you're fixing the problem like at the source. Your father is very proud of you. So you are angelically protected, but there was something that you were going through where it was important that you went through that. It was intense. It was hard. It was something that you had to battle daily. So for example, let's say you're never sick. Never ever. Or if you get sick, it's not for very long, like maybe a week and maybe once a year. But all of a sudden, you're dealing with an illness that it's unexplainable. You don't know where the frick it came from. You don't know how you got it. But you just haven't been feeling yourself. You haven't been feeling great. And you've been trying to work through it. And that has been a challenge. Okay, so like let's say you're trying to work through the sickness. You're trying to work through the illness. But it's going on 6 months. It's going on a year. And you're like, I don't know what to do. You've thrown every supplement at it. Every medication. Every doctor. Every expert. Every nutritionist. And you've done blood work and all the things, and you're like, I still can't figure out what's going on. Going through that was a part of your destiny. It was to remind you to put yourself first, or you will be on the floor. Okay, you make the road runner look slow. So if you were going to keep going at the speed that you were going, it was not going to be sustainable. If you were going to keep stressing at the level that you were stressing, it was not going to be sustainable, and it was going to keep you in survival mode. Even though you know how to thrive in survival mode, that's not what your father wants you to do anymore. That part of your life is over. So whatever this challenge was that you went through, it was to teach you what it looks like when you're stressing, what it looks like when you feel challenged, when you feel down and out and like your back is up against the wall, to show you what it looks like when you are in survival mode or scanning for threats. What are the leftover self-limiting beliefs that you just kind of ignored, to remind you that you need more you time. Time for hobbies, time for goals, for daydreaming, for more relaxing, because you are relentless. Your work ethic, relentless. Your hustle, chef's kiss. But where is there time for the little you? There's a father here that feels really bad about the little version of you, and maybe not being there all the time, or you having to grow up fast. You could have had an absent father that feels really bad, that maybe you didn't even have a little dog, or, like anyone to play with. Maybe you weren't supervised. Maybe you just had to grow up fast. Your father feels really bad about that. Oh, I'm going to cry. I'm trying not to cry. Your father wants you to know that you will be famous. So you take that how you want to. You could be like, Brittany, oh my gosh, I don't want to be famous. I don't care about being in the spotlight. I know. I get it. You like a private life. You're like a vault. But you will be known around the world. Whether you feel like it's a small following or not, you will be known for something where you're helping people. You know how like there's famous like pastors on these like Christian channels, or do you know what I mean? Like they might not think that they're famous, but to a whole community they are. To a community, you will be famous. It doesn't have to be like celebrity, like I'm going to Hollywood famous, unless that's what you're striving for. But it will be a community that is like, that's them. That's what's up. Oh my gosh, you don't know who that is? I'll tell you who that is. You will be famous. Wow. So, if you were dealing with abandonment issues, you've been working through those abandonment issues. You've been working through the friends that abandoned you, the family members that abandoned you. You've been working through health issues, financial issues, relationship issues, work issues. Like, you've been working through it all. So if you didn't know why the frick you went through whatever you've been going through for the last 1 to 5 years, this is why. Because putting yourself first feels freaking good. Builds your confidence. You already have character. It's like when you stop working out. And then you start, or when you stop working out and then you go to work out again and then you have all the sores and like, oh, like my abs are sore, my arms are sore, and it feels good and you feel more confident to put on certain clothes and to walk a little bit taller. That's what time it is, okay? Your angels, they're getting their popcorn ready and they're watching you because they know what's next. It's not going to be the season where you're hiding, because you're building your confidence back. You're getting your spark back. You're getting your mojo back. And everything's about to be in full bloom. You have been getting to the bottom of something that has just been driving you freaking nuts. It almost like disassembled your whole life. Dismantled. So you're getting to the bottom of what you really need. And God put you in this, metaphorically speaking, timeout. So you can see what's important. God wanted you in this hibernation. Wanted you to remember, like, hey, you don't have to go at this pace the whole time. That is ridiculous. That is absurd. This is not Empress mode. Okay, you will always be the GOAT, whether you're going full speed or taking 2 steps at a time. Yeah. Dream your world into being and bring your ideas to life. Somebody needs to hear that. And I just keep getting 11, 11, and 111. Your father wants you to know that over the course of the next couple of days, whoever you are running into, you don't need to prove anything to them. Anyone who has tried to bring the smoke to your doorstep is getting some. Okay? They're getting the whole stinking, blinking enchilada. These are people that try to, again, scam or con you. You don't have to prove anything to them. You don't have to explain yourself to them. You don't have to apologize to them. You don't have to do any of that. And you also don't have to accept any fake, whack apologies. You will be, in the next couple of days, officially removing yourself from a toxic environment that you have outgrown. Realizing that you are not only a spiritual teacher, but you are a guru. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are educated, whether that's in the school of hard knocks or actual education. But the people that are being dealt with and their karma, their judgment, their justice, they hate the fact that you keep overcoming evil. It's time for them to take several seats. In this season, you will see why you are unforgettable. You're going to be getting signs, synchronicities, messages on social media showing you why you are unforgettable. People ain't forgetting how you walked away, when you left, when you broke up with them. In fact, all the people from your past are thinking about you for a reason, because you are always the one that got away. So you got ex-friends thinking about you, exes thinking about you. Like, you might even be praying for them, because maybe you pray that they change their life and get their life together. You're no longer holding so much resentment and anger. You know what it is. These people lie. They can never admit, you know what, I was jealous, I was envious, I was preying on your downfall, I was trying to undermine you, I was trying to scam your man, scam your girl, I was doing that. They will never admit that. So, like, there's nowhere to go. A, y'all are not in alignment anymore with these people. And B, they will never admit the truth. They will always downplay what you're upset about. Like, hey, you did this and that, and you lied to me about this, and you cheated on me with so-and-so. They will never admit it. And you want to know what's funny? These people are mad and obsessed with themselves. Like, they think that they're the prize. So whoever these people are that think they're the prize, and any of them that act like that in your present day, you do not have to prove anything to them. You don't need to apologize to them. They're freaking ungrateful. You guys know a lot of people that are ungrateful. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm the prize. I don't got to do anything. You, in fact, should be doing more. No. 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 So your father wants you to know these people, you don't need to say anything to them to get them to come to your side. They're going to F around and find out. They're actually finding out right now the hard way. Your father also wants you to know they fight with everyone. They're not just starting mess with you. They fight with anyone they cannot control. They fight with anyone they cannot control or anyone that they can't put down. We have family issues, stolen money. Whoa. If you had family members that have stolen money from you, put you in a financial hardship of any kind, or just been skimming, stealing, hiding it, lying, putting things in your name, anything of the sort, motorcycle just went by, confirmation, that stolen money is going to be returned to you. Okay, if they knocked you out of an inheritance or insurance money, like they have been caught red-handed doing something that they are not supposed to be doing. So there could be police involved, courts involved. It's like when somebody steals for a long time and they're like, they have a lot of audacity because they never get caught. And then they finally get caught. They're like, wait, what? I wasn't doing that. I would never do that. There is an eagle, okay? You guys could be connected to the eagle spiritually or a mermaid, okay? Mermaid or eagle, let me know in the comments. You guys could also be a Leo, sun, moon, or rising. We have they secretly hate you. There are people that secretly hate you. They maybe tried to put you in a third-party situation or make you compete for their affection or validation. They are mad that you blind them like the sun. And when you show up, you make them look like a whole shade lamp. Wow. People just don't understand how you can just be so quiet, not share a lot of things about your life. Yeah, I saw this reel and it was very interesting. So somebody might need to hear this. Your coworkers are not your friends. Okay, for those of us that are still in the matrix, I have had to learn this the hard way. Maybe others of us are learning this the hard way. Our coworkers cannot be our besties. They cannot. Now, maybe it'd be different if this was your bestie before you got the job and started working together. But if this is your friend that you met at work, they cannot stay your friend. I'm not saying this to fearmonger, but you'll know if this makes sense. They will switch up on you. Let's say you already have a good position and they're trying to get promoted, but you've told them all of your dirty secrets, all your dirty laundry, how much you fight with your person, what you're going through with your in-laws or your family or whatever. They know all the dirt. They're the bone carrier. And if you are constantly targeted at work, the bone carrier will give this information to the higher ups that secretly hate you. So if you know, sorry, I was hearing a dog barking and I'm like, squirrel. If you know that your higher up secretly hate you, they might even promote people that are your friends, that are close to you, that are your allies to try to get information. Like, well, how is it working with so-and-so? What's going on with them? Tell me more about that. When it should just be about their promotion. If you've ever been put in that position or you are always put in that position, let me know in the comments, okay? Because you are the star. And other people that you work with, you know, a little competition is healthy, but when your friends are competing with you because they got bills to pay too, they will secretly try to throw you under the bus, but you will know. You will know when they have sold you out. So if you've already learned this the hard way, let me know in the comments. If you've learned the hard way and you know to not never do that again, not never have a work bestie, because maybe you work with thousands of people or hundreds of people and you're like, well, what's the harm in having one friend? One friend. Maybe you think they're so low on the totem pole that maybe you think you'll be gone or like you'll quit or be fired before they ever like really, really move up the chain of command. But people be snaky out here in these streets. So whatever you've been getting serious about, oh, okay, I get it. You've been getting serious about your silence and not telling people things. So let's say you're an influencer, you're on social media, but you don't want to tell people you're on social media. You know, a lot of people already naturally like to monitor you. So maybe that's something that you're working on. Like, I'm not going to tell people. I'm going to see how they treat me. And then maybe down the road, if I can trust them, I'll tell them. But I don't see you guys telling people this out of the gate, whatever this personal information is about you. Because there's a lot of love. There's a lot of people that would love to see you in pain. Wow. Your father wants you to know that if you're seeing angel number 444, you are unfazed. This is why people are so like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? You are unfazed, you are getting stronger, and you are on the right track. So if you felt like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't know, like, is this the right thing? It feels good. I'm trying to get into like relaxing, making more time for myself, but like, is this the right thing? Because maybe sometimes you're like trying to work through the guilt. You're trying to process everything still that you've been through, and you're not used to life being so easy. Your father wants you to know that you are on the right track. So maybe you saw 444 a lot in this last week. Wow, you are being supported by your angels and God to break these curses, to break these spells, and to break these destiny swamps. So you had a friend or 5 and a person or 5 that you were dating, and they were very competitive and jealous of you. So let's say they wanted you to work, but they still tried to control you while you were working. They were very competitive with your beauty, with your attraction. Yeah, they were really bothered by it. So they might have tried to like put you down. I had an ex like this, not because he would model sometimes. He was like, I'm so much better looking than you. Oh my gosh, like I'm so cute. So like he would model and do tattoos, and that's if he would work at all. And then I would bartend, and every time I'd like get ready for work, he would try to control like, oh, you should wear this or you should wear that, or I'm going to take your money when you get home, or I'm so much hotter than you. I've got this gig and that gig and this gig. Like, it's not a competition. And then if I did do well, I would get punished for it. There would be a retaliation of some kind when I got home. And it'd always be like a knockout, drag out, argument, confrontation, because I didn't know this then, but he was jealous. I didn't think that way then, that he was trying to be competitive with me. I just thought, wow, he's like really mean, that he's calling me ugly and calling me all these names. And I was just like, I don't get it. Like, I'm taking care of the both of us. You're barely working. You take my money. You're acting like a pimp, actually. You're a dick, okay? I said what I said when I said it. Making me like suffer the consequences of like mistakes he made. So I wised up and I left. And the look on his face when I left, and I left him in a whole other state, he was pissed. Because he likes to have the last word and the upper hand and a plan for his plan for his plan. And it's like, no, I'm not sticking around so you can continuously treat me like garbage. Not doing it. I've been loyal, I've been a ride or die, and you've done nothing but treat me like crap. And I don't know why I didn't see this before. I thought this person was my twin flame, but he was sleeping with my friends. He would never admit to it. He was using a lot, and I just got tired of doing the same thing. I was like, I don't want to use anymore. Sorry, I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I was like, I don't want to use anymore. I need to get out of here. Like, I don't want to unalive this way. I don't want to live this way. This isn't living. This is a merry-go-round of owing people money and like having to chase this. It feels like modern day enslavement, like where you're enslaved to this thing and you got to keep getting money for it. Like, I was just tired. I wanted off the hamster wheel. And I wanted to dream that there would be a different life or a different world for me. So I just went from one cage to the next, to the next, to the next, and all these toxic relationships. But then I finally wised up that, okay, it's not going to be easy to get clean and sober, but I'm going to have to do that if I want to stay out of these toxic relationships and stop going back. Because these people, they want you codependent on them. So if you have thrived and thrived since, your father is so proud of you. This is why you're the star. You are meant to celebrate the life that you have. You are meant to feel blessed. You are leveling up big spiritually. People love being around your energy. So all these people, they acted like you were a bother. You were a nuisance. You were a burden. Oh my gosh, I gotta help you. Gotta explain this to you. Like, just so rude. That is not the case. People love being around you. They love your essence. They love your energy. They love how magnetic you are. This is why you were chosen. You were born to influence. Your father's also getting to the bottom of something. I feel like it's somebody that tried to block you from something. Somebody that tried to deny you access to a promotion or to someone to gain a promotion. I'm getting that this person needs anger management. They're very angry with you. Their life is about to go up in flames. I know that much. It's about to pop off. So let's see what else you guys need to know. Yeah, this person's tried to create a lot of conflict with you. If you have a divine masculine, especially. So if you are with your soulmate, they're very jealous of that. This feels like a boss, but you guys let me know in the comments. We have sweetheart. This person's mad because everyone thinks you're such a sweetheart. And they have gone on a whole smear campaign trying to make you not look like a sweetheart. Like you're this angel and they're mad about it. So this person's been very cold with you. They might not answer your calls or your texts, and maybe they're extremely unprofessional. This person acts like a child. I don't know. I'm getting your father is watching them very closely. This feels like arch nemesis number 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I feel like you have 4 arch nemesises. So it could be like a mother-in-law, a sister-in-law, an actual parent, a boss. Do you know what I'm saying? And these people have not liked you for a very long time, and they want to prove everybody wrong, that you are in fact not a sweetheart, that you're not kind, that you're rude, that you're mean, that they don't really have any receipts. On top of that, they're just really trying to change people's opinion of you. I feel like your dad is on standby with whoever the frick this is. I'm also hearing that they have not been able to get away with anything with you in the last like 6 months to a year. Maybe that makes you a little bit on edge. Like you're always waiting for them to like take the next shot. Yeah, they're steaming because of it. They're super mad. Maybe you just don't talk to this jealous and envious. Jealousy and envy. I feel like you don't talk to this person because you know that they're this. They're never gonna say that they are, but they're really icy and mean. They ignore you on purpose to try to cause you emotional pain. They want you to feel rejected, and then they don't want you to have the audacity to reach out to others around them. So they try to gather everybody over here and like isolate them so they don't talk to you. They try to brainwash everyone over here so they don't engage with you. So that way when you do come around, you feel like you're on the outs. And your father wants you to know that when you're in those situations, whether it's work or family, your father is with you and always tries to give you this courage within to stand tall and not let that many numbers against you bother you, because it can be a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like you could be the strongest person. It could still make you a little bit anxious that you're always having to deal with these people. We have the priestess. So I feel like this is about your intuition. You know more than you let on. Your father could be buying you a house. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm hearing that there is a house that you could have looked at and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's in my price range. I don't know. But I don't know. There's houses that you're looking at that are, this part isn't for everyone. You'll know if it's yours. There are houses that you could just be looking at online and dreaming about, like, oh my gosh, it would be so cool to have that house. It's so beautiful and it's so well built. Like this could be a house built in the 60s, 70s, or 80s. And it's just built on a lot of land, or it has a lot of space. It's just built with a lot of space. And it has a lot of nice amenities and it's all like modern inside. That's what I'm seeing. Your father is going to help you get a house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your father is going to help you get a house. A house. I can't stop saying it. Like, what? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yeah. Your dad's like, it's okay to want to move on. It's okay. Oh. Okay, let's see what else. Manifestation was underneath that. Keep manifesting. Like, don't stop manifesting. Don't think that what you want to manifest is stupid, because it's not. You have somebody that tried to put you in a third-party situation that is obsessed with you. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is an ex or what. But I feel like you will get a confirmation of this if you don't already know in the next 24 hours. You are a rising star. A lot of people are going to be saying hi to you or looking at you. I'm seeing that your father wants you to be careful. Okay. Your father wants you to be careful in public. This is what I'm channeling. Be careful in public because people become easily obsessed with you. Are you ever like nice to somebody? They're like, hey, do you know how to get to here or there? Da, da, da. And then they like might turn around or follow you. And then there's like all this weird behavior. People become easily obsessed with you. So your father wants you to be careful in public. Careful getting into your car. Careful dealing with certain people. And being too nice. Especially if they're like trying to hit on you. Yeah. Especially if they're like just trying to say hello or hit on you and it just feels, something feels off about it. Be careful. Whoa. I'm also getting that you're one decision away from freedom. You're either 10 miles away, like really close, it's close by. You're either 10 miles away or one decision away from having a lot of freedom. I don't know if this home is going to be freedom, like you're not going to have to rent anymore, or it's leaving a job or something that you're leaving behind. Because you feel a lot of scarcity when you're around these people. And it might not even be, like it might just be your neighborhood that you feel like a lot of scarcity. You're like, I want to move. So yeah, it is time to move on. You're very close. So you might be making a very important decision soon. One that you didn't think that you'd be making. Maybe even this year. But your father wants you to know the training wheels are off. You might think, oh no, I'm not grown up enough to buy a house. Like, there's so many people that can't. Or that like, and you start thinking about that. All the people that where you live that can't do that. But who says that you can't? All the people that can't make it, but you can. So don't try to talk yourself out of it because, yeah, your dad's saying the training wheels are off. Like, you are grown and you can get a house if you want to. Keep bringing your ideas to life. Plus, when you're in a space that you enjoy and that you're really comfortable in, you are able to create even more. It's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be like your little paradise. For those of you that have been considering a move, this is going to be paradise for you. Oh, your father, motorcycle. Your father wants you to know that it will restore order in your life. You will have a lot of clarity with this move. It'll be just the thing you needed. This move is just the thing. Did you guys see that? Holy cow. This is what fell on the ground. So, if you have been trying to get more sleep, your father is saying you need more. You need more. If you've been trying to recover more, sleep more, if you've been working out a lot, you actually need more than that to get to where you want to be. So your father is saying that he's really proud of the work that you've been putting in and the things that you've been receptive to and what you've been figuring out about your body, your mindset, how you want to change your life, and everything that you've been implementing, all the new habits, the new routines, and the things that you've been cutting off and not doing anymore. He's so proud of you, but he's saying, if you add more sleep, like already know a lot of you are trying to get more sleep, and that might be an uphill battle in itself, but starting at an earlier time, he wants you to have like a new nightly routine. If you haven't started that already, a new nightly routine that helps you wind down, turning off TVs, turning off screens, meditating before bed, doing yoga or stretching before bed, or breathing exercises. Your father wants you to implement like a tea time, like having some tea before bed, like doing certain things that are going to help you wind down and make that, he wants you to have a nightly ritual like you have a morning ritual. He's also saying that you have a lot of people in suspense because they never know what you're going to do next. You're about to take a big gamble, and it's going to take you from the pit to the palace. Maybe you didn't think that certain things that made you stable were sustainable. And now that you're taking better care of yourself, you will be able to see that that is the case. You will be able to do that. Your father wants you to experience new things and to know that you're really wise. Like, use your discernment. Don't be so hard on yourself, but get ready for new experiences. Your training wheels are off. Oh my gosh. A lover. Your father is trying to connect you to your lover. So this could be a person that already knows about you. They've already seen you. They just haven't like presented themselves to you. You guys could have gone to school together. You guys could be friends on social media. You guys could see each other on dating apps, whatever it is. I feel like you guys will connect online, but your father is trying to conspire or had something to do with the person that you met. Or no. Yeah, okay, and then approves of the person that you're with. If your father passed on and you wonder, like, I wonder if he was always hard on me or not hard enough on me. Like, I wonder if he would approve of the person that I'm with. And I'm getting that he approves. Okay. So yeah, your father's bringing you a lover, or already did, and wants to tell you that you don't follow trends. You start them. So stop thinking that like, oh, I don't want people to think that I copied them or da-da-da-da. Like, no, you started the trend. Stop dumbing down what it is that you do. Seriously. Because even if it looks similar to somebody else's thing, like, you will stand the test of time. And you will always have your own twist on something. And you will always attract the people that know that you're the original gangster. You're not trying to attract people that feel like, oh, isn't this like so-and-so's work and so-and-so's content or what so-and-so sings? Like, get out of here. So yeah, you don't start trends, or you don't follow trends, you start them. So listen to your intuition at this time. I was going to say something that I forgot. Okay, let's get you guys out some animal messages. This is going to be a big time for spiritual growth. You're also able to clock, how do I say this? There are certain scents or smells or things that you taste that you're going to be able to clock if you want to eat that or even smell that. I don't know who needs to hear that. You're going to be very in tune with your body in this season. Surrender. Your father's proud of you, like, for where you are surrendering in your life to joy, surrendering to pleasure, surrendering to like relaxing more. You guys could have seen a moth lately or in the last week. Okay, we have the giraffe spirit. See the big picture. When I was little, my parents took me to Hawaii, and I'm part Hawaiian, like my mom's Hawaiian, and then my dad's black, so I'm half and half, but I'm like Polynesian, Hawaiian, Japanese, and then African American. But I remember when they were still married, they took me to see my grandparents. And like all my mom's side lives on the islands. And I remember there's this picture of me. I'm like 2 years old and I'm feeding a giraffe out of this cup. It was amazing. So every time I see a giraffe, I'm like, oh, yeah, see the big picture. So if you're looking at a house and you're like, oh no, I don't know, see the big picture of what that can do for your life. Peace, not having crazy neighbors. I mean, well, maybe, but they're like further away. You're not like in an apartment. Maybe it's a safer neighborhood. Maybe you don't have to deal with a landlord anymore. Maybe you're not allowed to have pets and you can have pets now. Maybe you never had a pool and you're going to have a pool. Maybe you create content and you're like, I need more space. Maybe you live in a small place and you're like, I need room for storage. Or you want to create a business or expand your business and you need storage and you're like, I need a home, like an actual home. Or you need your home to be your office. Like, think big picture of what this can do for your relationship, what this can do for your life. Yeah. So it's like your father's trying to make you taller so you can see like everything. We have turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to rush anywhere anymore. This is something that you're learning to stop. Because it makes you feel like you're scanning for threats or issues. We have buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. This always reminds me of Snowpiercer. Let me know in the comments if you guys have seen the movie or the show or read the book. But it always reminds me of Wilford, who is Ned Stark in Game of Thrones. Sean Bean, that's his name. He's been an actor for 40 years. He plays Mr. Wilford. Ooh, he's such a good villain. He always plays a good villain. He plays Mr. Wilford in Snowpiercer. And they always say, Wilford will provide. The engine will provide. Because they're on this train. It's like the end of the world. And the whole world is frozen. And the only people that are still alive are on this train that Wilford, Sean Bean, created. And so they always say the engine will provide. Like, the engine is now their universe. So the universe is going to provide for you. Yes, it is. All right, I'm going to get one more. Holy Spirit, can I have one more? Oh, okay. Ooh, we have antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. So you know that things are speeding up around you, or you can feel pressure or society trying to rush you and saying, no, you gotta go faster, you gotta do this. You're not doing it anymore. You're like, yeah, I see life speeding up, but I'm gonna look at it like my blessings are speeding up. Good things are on the way. Why do I always shuffle again? I can't help myself. Maybe one more. Whoa. Let me pick this up. You have a big heart, a generous heart. And you give intuitively at this time because you feel like when you invest in others, like others will invest or protect you. And so you have this lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. So you're going to have this great power and influence in people's lives. And you will be able to share with them or co-create with them or maybe even collaborate. This might be a year where you are outside more or wanting to collaborate or, talk with other people. But yeah, your 10 of Cups, this is your season of your 10 of Cups. The hibernation is over. Your father is watching over you and is very proud. And again, if you have a father that is estranged or zero contact, they're praying for you. They're rooting for you. And they do have an idea of what's going on in your life. So put it as it applies. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this message. And I hope that it finds you well. I'm always cheering for you guys. Thank you guys for being a part of my path, my journey, and letting me be a part of yours. And what else? All important links are in the description box. A new video will be posted on Patreon, so stay tuned for that. Members only, you guys have new messages as well. And yeah, just thank you guys. I love you so much. If you claim this message, don't forget to hype up this video. Smash the you-know-what. Hit the mother frickin' bell, because you don't want to miss out. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality.